Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to show you how you can do the inferences about the difference between the means in the two subsamples. Okay, so this is our previous randomly selected 30 survey people from our original data set. And then you will see there is one column called college graduates, right? If A equal 1 means this people, okay, this survey people graduates from college. If A equals 0 means this survey people is not graduated from college, okay? And we want to compare the average hourly wages. Is there any differences between the people who graduated from college and the people who are non-college graduates, okay? So first, we need to create two subsamples. What you need to do is selected this data set, okay, selected this data set. And then in the data here, put filter, okay? When you put filter, you will see there is a small triangle, okay, happen here, and then you will select 1. So if you select 1, now those observations are the people who just graduate, who are graduated from college, right? You use copy, Control C from your keyboard, and then copy and paste here, okay? This is the one that I already copy paste from this data set. And we also need another subsample, which means the people who are not graduated from college, right? So what you need to do is select 0, okay? So put 0 here, you will see now those sample are the people who are not graduated from college. Similar, okay? You were selected this sample, copy and paste. So you will see this is another sample that I just copy and paste to the people who are not graduated from college, right? And now what we need to do is to compare if the average hourly wages will have any differences between these two groups, between the people who graduated from college and who are non-college graduates. So in Excel, there is a very fancy tool for us to do that, okay? In the data part, okay, still in this data part, you will see there is one button, okay, called data analyze. So what you need to do is choose t-test to sample, assuming unequal variances, okay? Hit OK. Now you need to select the variables, okay? So the first variable will be the people from the subsample, okay, who are graduated from college. And then for the second variables, okay, for the second variables will be the people who are not graduated from college. And then we will create the hypothesis, okay? The hypothesis mean difference, I put 0 because I assume the non-hypothesis will be there is no differences between the average hourly wages between college graduates and non-college graduates. And then I will also put alpha. Alpha here represents for our significance level. Generally, we would like to see if it will be significant at 95% level. So alpha here, I will put 0.05. And then I will hit OK because I want to show the the results in the new worksheet. So I hit OK. Once I hit OK, then you will see it will generate a table like this way, okay? It will generate the table like this way. You will see we have two variables. So this variable 1 will be for our college graduates. And for our variable 2 will be for non-college graduates, okay? So you will see from this analyze, it will give you the mean, which means this will be the average hourly wages for college graduates. And this will be the average average hourly wages for non-college graduates. And then we can also have their variances and observations. Totally, we have 30 observations, right? And then 11 people graduates from college and 19 people, they are non-college graduates. We will put the non-hypothesis and then the degrees of the freedom already compute for us. If not, if you use the formulas to compute this degrees of the freedom, it's very tricky, okay? So this is the formula that compute the degrees of freedom. It's pretty complicated in Excel. But with this data analyzed, okay, it will be very easy for us to get a degrees of freedom equal 11, okay? And then we can also get a t statistics, okay? Now, for the one-tail test, you will see here for the one-tail test, it also give you the p-value, right? This one-tail test will have the non-hypothesis, which means, okay, I will assume the non-hypothesis test. The people who graduates from college will have the average hourly wage less than the people who are non-graduates. This is our one-tail, upper tail non-hypothesis test, okay? And then we can have the p-value here equal 0.002, which means we will have sufficient evidence to reject this non-hypothesis. And that means now actually the people who graduates from college will have higher average hourly wages, okay? And even for the two-tail test, okay, this two-tail test will mean there is no differences. You can see the non-hypothesis test here. The two-tail test will tell us, okay, the non-hypothesis will be there is no differences between college graduates and non-college graduates considering about their average hourly wages. And our p-value here equal 0.004, which will also give us the sufficient evidence to reject this non-hypothesis. And that means actually these two groups of people, their average hourly wages are very different. Okay, so from Excel, it will be very easy for us to get those informations. And actually in this Excel, it will be very easy for us also to get a confidence interval for the differences of the means within two subsamples. So first, this is the formula for us to compute a confidence interval. And in order for us to easier to get the confidence interval, first I will compute this part. This is the proportion, okay? So it will equal the square root of, you will see I use this variances, okay? Divide the sample size plus the variance, the second variance divide the sample size, okay? And then get the square root. I hit enter. So this will give me the proportion of this part. And then for the confidence interval, this is the formula for us to compute a confidence interval. And then I will first compute the left-hand side of the confidence interval. It will just equal the differences between these two means. Subtract, I use the t statistics, right? And then times this proportion, okay? 0. And then for the right-hand side, I use still the same thing, okay? The differences of these two means, and then plus the t statistics times the proportion, okay? So this will give us the confidence interval for the differences of these two means. Thank you so much.